Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change the line here. It's going to be the same line, but as you can see, it's getting pretty beat up. So they have micro cracks between the copolymer here. It's fluorocarbon coated, and it changes the color like a hazy green. But the inside is a rich clear green. So I'm gonna use this. It's an empty what do you call that, spool. So I can spool the line from this to this. And then once I'm done with that, I actually have to need another spool. And I'm gonna put it in one of these as well. I'm gonna show you the process. So once again, this line is going to be going to this, and I'm going to use a drill. And this is the way I set up the drill. Okay. So when I use it, I'm basically going to spin it like this. And it's going to remove all the line as fast as I can. Okay, let me go ahead and pause this right here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. See, as I have this, and I have to keep it tight. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so as you can see, the line in there is it's getting newer. It's a newer line. Let me see if I can focus on that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is transfer this line to that spool. Once that spool, I'm going to put into another spool, and then on that second spool, I put it back in here. So again, if I put it back where it came from, it's just going to be the same thing. So like I said, I really want to use the fresh line on the inside, so I'm just going to reverse it. I'm going to continue this, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, what I'm doing here, like I said, I took it off the spinning reel. Once I took it off, I'm now transferring from the reel to this one, and this one to this one. Okay, so I went from the spool of this reel to this one, which I'm already ahead, to this one. Once I filled it up from the fishing reel, it's filled, and now since it was filled, I transfer it to this one. And once this one's filled back, I go back to this spinning reel. Okay, so like I said, I'm getting all the new line out. The old line that I had on the outside was getting too old. It's starting to crack. So I'm using the new line on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this, and I'll show you the end results again. Okay, this is the end result. Earlier I had the old fishing line, and it was actually turning like a very dull green. And when that happens, it means that there have those microscopic cracks in the line, and your line starts to look foggy. And I had a videotaped this earlier, as you can see from the previous vid. And so what I did, I put from the outside in, inside out. It takes 3 steps. You take it out, put it into a spool, then that's then that spool you put into another spool, and then once that spool is filled, you fill it back, and it goes from the outside in, inside out, and this is the results of it. So yeah, it's looking beautiful, and it's working. Yeah, this is just so awesome. So anyhow, I had re-greased the line roller here, and yeah, I've been watching some other vids on YouTube, just like you're watching this video on YouTube. But yeah, I was very happy with the WD-40. So I actually this time I put a lot more grease and just a shot of that WD-40. It seemed like it helped even more. Like I said, I have not replaced the what do you call it? The metal collar. The metal collar is what's causing that scratching against the white collars that are in here. So once I get that replaced, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like new. And like I said, it is working just fine. It just has a small sound of scratching now. But like I said, that's my fault, and sand got in there, and it's because I dropped it and got tsunamied by a wave. Anyways, back to the line. This is what it looks like now. Love it. Ready for another day of fishing, and ready for another video showing these BG 5000. I did forget one thing. I forgot to mention one thing. While I was transferring this, I made sure to have, I don't know if you can see this. This is the P line. This is the line that I'm talking about. I highly recommend that you guys buy this. It's a great line. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think it's probably one of the best lines I've ever had. It is just an awesome performing line. It's very soft. As it says, very thin, low memory, and it's just very durable. I leave it out in the sun, and the cold, and the rain, the wet, and you name it, everything that's just horrible out there. This line can withstand all that damage. So I got this one at, online through www.walmart.com, and it's very cheap there. I believe it's like 20 bucks. 20 bucks for 300 yards. But this is what I was using. This is a this is one of those things you use for the screws. It retracts and retracts, but you can just spin it. And I had just put some tape here, and that was it. So I did some duct tape so that it can free spin. And so yeah. So like I said, if all of you like these videos that I'm sharing, subscribe to my channel. I love to share this kind of stuff with everyone because it's my passion, it's my joy. I really enjoy sharing this. And like I said, I'm not an expert, but from my experience, I like to share what I know and share these experiences with you. Okay, this is one thing I did forget to mention, but I hope you take note, and hope you are able to just do the same thing and reuse your line and get the most out of your reels and your fishing line. So, okay, subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.